leave y'all on here alone, right? So I wanted to have a business meeting with y'all. I got an idea.
Ooh, I'm tired already.
Wait a minute, that mind always turning. That's why she can't sleep at night, because it's always twisting and turning.
Earica,
what?
Did you choose the meme today because your face is all made up and you knew how we were going to look?
No, today, first of all, I'm cute every day.
I'm just checking. I mean, your face is like, and we like
yeah.
I'm just
today
checking.
is a TikTok filmed kind of day, and therefore I'm ready for that. Y'all just happen to be included in my day-to-day operations. Oh, but normally,
got it.
I wake up like this. How about that?
Okay, pumpkin.
All right, listen. So y'all were available. Mom was like, I want to get on. Because when I forgot I sent it to the group. I want to get on. I said, I'm not having this meeting for you.
My chest was extra large in this Zoom.
It's not Zoom. It's not.
That's not Zoom.
I need y'all to come.
Let me sit up.
No, because then your nose will be.
I definitely don't have no big nose.
All right, no, I need y'all to be serious. This is very, very important. Okay. All right, so guys, so I have something that I share with you guys that I have been waiting for a very, very long time to share with you guys. Me and Brian found out that we're having a baby.
Oh my God!
God,
yes.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
We did thank you. So we did the transfer. I didn't want to tell you guys the date that I was supposed to find out because I didn't want April texting me every day.
Aggravation.
Do you know?
That's not aggravation. That's just love.
I get it. But your love is sometimes aggravating. So
no, it's
I
not.
wanted to wait. So we did the test. We did our own. We weren't supposed to do this, but the anxiousness of it all. We actually did a home pregnancy test the last time, and that's how we knew we were already prepared that we weren't pregnant the last time before we talked to the doctor. So this time we did it. I felt it. Like I just felt different. I didn't even feel this way at the beginning of the year when I got pregnant, but over the past few weeks, like I felt it. And I remember Kathy was like, your face getting big. You must be pregnant. I was like, something. I've been wanting collard greens almost every day. And they needed to be hot collard greens. So I was like, something's not right. Something's not right.
Starts that craving.
Yeah. And so hormonal urination like every 30 minutes. So it's just been different signs that I've really been seeing. But I was like, oh, this isn't a mental thing. Like, I hope this is really it. So I had this like real weird feeling all day Sunday in my body. And I was like, I'm going to get a test. And so actually, I didn't even tell Brian I was getting a test. I went and got the test. I took the test and waited. It came positive. Then I went and got him and told him. Because I wanted to mentally prepare, for myself, And so he was all excited and he immediately be like, what's going to be the baby name? I was like, dude, like it was even more than the first time. So we just waited and said, okay, we still get the confirmation tomorrow. So we went to the doctor Monday, got to confirm. My HCG levels were normal, extremely well, but because, of course, of the miscarriage earlier this year, they wanted to do another pregnancy test. So they said, come back on Wednesday, and we want to make sure that your HCG is going up and not backwards. And so it literally doubled in 48 hours. And so it's excellent. And they're at this point, they have no concerns. They said, I don't need to come back for another blood test. So the next time I go to the doctor will be for my ultrasound, which will be in a week and a half. So I am just taking it all in.
I'm happy. I'm speechless. It's just like, God, Lord, this is just it's amazing. I'm excited. Golly.
I'm excited. I'm slightly nervous, but I'm not gonna allow those nerves to overtake me. I'm like, okay, God, I'm going to live in this moment. I'm going to enjoy this moment. I'm not gonna be panicky. I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna eat good. So mom's been
listen, there was no doubt that you was gonna eat good. You didn't have to be pregnant to eat good.
Because you are a foodie. You know that, right?
I'm recording this because I want to remember this moment, and I'm going to remember that comment. Because when they get old enough, I'm gonna say, "This is what TT Trinnett said." I'm gonna show them this video right here.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
So, I'm excited. I'm going to enjoy every moment. Mom and Kathy have already, and all of y'all have been on me for the last several months about taking it easy, and so I'm making some changes. I am going. So besides, of course, Mom, Brian, you all, I'll call Trinnett and not Trina, and I'll talk to her. I'm not telling anyone for a couple months. I just want to take it easy. I'm gonna move in silence. How about that? Everybody else wanna move in silence. I'm gonna move in silence.
Move in silence.
Oh my goodness, Earica.
But I would love to scream it from the rooftop today. But I feel number one, the only reason I'm not sharing it yet, because last time it was so hard saying to so many people, I lost the baby, and so I just want to enjoy these next few weeks. But I know, people are gonna be asking, you pregnant? Just something, just smile or whatever. I'll be like, girl,
keep wearing them big old little shirts.
Showing your knees.
Y'all need to stop picking on Earica.
True story. What? Me and Brian went to where we went a couple of days ago, and I had on one of my little dresses, right? He normally don't say that. He getting a little bold now because of Kathy and Mom. So he normally don't say nothing. And we were walking around. Oh no, we went to Bryce's school, and so I had this idea to wear this cute little dress and my little Gucci shoes, right? It's raining all day. Everybody else got on tennis shoes, Converse, jeans. I got on this little dress and these Gucci slides, and I'm just, And, I think it's about time to put these little dresses up. You do know it's fall. I said, excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Hey, he better be glad you ain't put on no boots with it.
Listen, great idea. Hey,
listen, they're gonna call you Puss in Boots. Oh, I'm sorry.
But actually, boots and the dress is really cute, especially
boots. It would be. It will. I say, y'all, I'm gonna be fancy when I'm cute. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna wear little dresses. I don't want to be no
ugly pregnant woman.
I don't want to look, just look fat and sloppy. I don't want that in my life.
No,
we don't have to worry about that.
Never. Right. Never. I totally agree. That's how I was with Amari and Armani. I said, nobody's going to ever catch me slipping. Mm-hmm. No.
I've been waiting a long time on this. Look, I'm going to have so many pictures. They're going to be like, you should do a photo shoot every week.
Wait a minute, the one where you be like this.
Right, the heart. I'm going to do everything. Listen, I'm going to do like Jada Pinkett. I'm going to cover my breasts up. Brian won't let me do it. But I'm going to cover my breasts up. And then I'm just going to have my belly, and everybody be like, oh, she's just showing everything. That's right. Y'all go get all this booty. Y'all go get all of this.
Listen, let me ask. Bryson, have y'all told him?
No, not yet. You loud.
Oh my God.
Oh, loud.
I want to do it in a way like I want him to, I just want to surprise him. This isn't his responsibility, it's ours, but I want him to be a big brother, and so I want him to be excited, just as excited as we are, but understanding that, number one, we're at a different situation where if I need help, I can hire help. I don't have no problem with hiring whoever. I can get a daytime person and an evening person if I want to,
Right.
So, but I just want him to be as excited as we are, about this. I know he was the last time he was excited and proud, but I want to have that conversation with him because, he's also been a baby,
Right.
The only child. The only child. Yeah. So, but listen, I won't find out for a few weeks if it's twins. One more.
Oh my God.
I gotta say, I am nervous about that. having twins would be a blessing, I feel. However many babies God bless me with. But I think I'd be more comfortable with twins. But more than that, I'm going to be nervous. So,
you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine.
I know it, because let me tell you what's going to happen. Let me put y'all on notice today, because y'all know me. Today, when I get the date, you're getting a week shift. Like when I get home, a week to that child be able to sleep at night. Y'all come in week after week. So let your husband, your partner, your spouse, whoever, let them know I ain't playing. They can come too. Yeah. But tell Eddie to come on, bring his fishing rod and him in my fishing. Because you coming for a week. Like, I got to get adjusted, my mind right, and I'm a dog.
Good to know.
Got that down, Kathy?
I'm getting used to being waited on. Let me just say that.
Oh, now wait a minute, y'all. Hey. It's about to be, y'all, I think we're finna create a monster.
Listen, do whatever you need to do to get these babies here on their due date. That's all we ask. That's all we asking for the next whatever months it is, that you please do. And neither one of us, Mama Eara, Brian, nobody have to say anything to you about doing teen too much.
That is true.
Thank you, Trina.
It's not even about you no more. We about to be TTs. We finna make sure that these two get here. Right. 1 or 2, God, whatever you're gonna give us, but I already dreamed about 2.
But I need you to remain healthy to bring forth these fruits. So whatever you got to do to remain healthy for you, because we can't bring forth these fruits and you're not.
We don't care nothing about your attitude that you be trying to have. We're going to be like, child, boo.
Okay. Do that TikTok.
Anybody be scared. We the boss, the BOSS.
Y'all done? Because what I'm about to do is end the live. I'm not the live. I'm about to end the Zoom. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day.
All right. You be
we love you.
We love you too.
We'll do like
So, Brian and I found out we were pregnant. Very, very exciting after we had the 2 embryo transfers. My body started changing. I started feeling pregnant. We scheduled our first ultrasound, and it was scheduled for our 6.5-week check-in. And we got there, and this time they actually let Brian come in for the checkup. And I was kind of insistent upon that because when we got pregnant earlier this year, that's when I found out that I had miscarried at my checkup. So I didn't want to be alone this time. So we went in for the checkup. The nurse saw the sacs and showed us the sacs, and we were excited about that. And she continued to examine me. And I could tell she was concerned. I was insistent upon him being present at this checkup because the last checkup I did resulted in me learning of my miscarriage, and they had to call him from outside. So we were in there. She saw the sacs, which was, very exciting. But then I could tell she was getting concerned, and she continued to probe. And we just asked what was going on, and she said she should see an embryo, but not to worry. Sometimes they grow a little slower. The fetal pole grows a little slower. And just wanted, to wait another week or so for us to come back. So try not to panic, but it was scary. But we left optimistic because, again, we saw the sacs present. Of course, we went to Googling like crazy, praying like crazy, and scheduled an appointment for us to come back. She couldn't really tell. She was only saw 1 sac, so we kind of knew it wasn't 2 at that point, so I was just advised to continue my meds, continue my shots, no caffeine, and just, use caution. And we got a call from my doctor just saying, he literally called us on the way home and said, don't worry at this point, sometimes they just grow a little slower, but to be optimistic and let's just wait and see. And he wanted to give it at least 10 more days before we did another ultrasound. And so we did. We rescheduled and came in 2 weeks later, and by that time I was 8.5 weeks pregnant. Came in and still nothing. So we were told that the pregnancy wasn't viable, and we had some decisions to make. And so I didn't really hear much at that time. I had it checked out, but either I would miscarry on my own and lose the tissues, but they didn't recommend that I wait that out because it could be emotionally draining. They could give me something to initiate the miscarriage fully within a couple hours, and I would just go through pain at home. But that could lead to bleeding like I did the last time. Last time it was horrific and I was unprepared for it. And so I definitely knew I wasn't doing that. Or they could remove the tissue for me. And so we decided to do that, but it was a scheduled procedure. And we just knew then that this pregnancy was over. It's been really rough, but I try to stay busy as much as possible. My family has been wonderful. This past weekend, I was just kind of laying around, and it's been difficult, but it was really bothering me in my head about having to do the procedure, and talking to my mom about it, and she's been going through it with me. My husband's just been my rock. He's so optimistic. He's been optimistic from the very beginning. And my aunt, the morning we were getting ready to go to the doctor, I literally just lost it because I felt it. Like I kind of knew my symptoms and everything had started changing. And so I was going to the doctor prepared for the worst. And my aunt reminded me of God's promise. And I have to stand on God's promise because he promised me I would be a mother. It may not be traditional, but he promised me I would be a mother. So, just standing on God's promise. This past weekend, as I was getting ready to get into bed, I really couldn't sleep. I hadn't been sleeping much, and I got into bed, and my husband went and had his booster shot, so he was kind of down for the day, and I felt I was getting ready to start bleeding, and so I went and put some protection on, and I bled all night. I bled pretty heavy all night, and I saw tissues, so I knew I was miscarrying. I didn't even wake up my husband. I just went through it. It was pretty painful, but I knew I would be all right, and I just went through it. And I sent the doctor I messaged through the portal and told them what was happening. And then the next morning, my husband woke up and I told him what happened, and he was just like, I can't believe you didn't wake me up. And I was just like, I don't know. I don't know why I do stuff like that. But I knew if it was something like the last time, then I would have had to wake him up. But I just went through it. And honestly, it was, I don't know, I can't say it was a healing process, but it was like me spending time accepting it. You know, for 8 weeks, I talked to him or her, I rubbed him or her, I fed him or her, like I bonded. This is my second miscarriage. My first miscarriage, it happened abruptly. I was walking through a store and started bleeding, and I was 5.5 weeks at that point. And I knew something was wrong, and I left that store and went to the emergency room. When I got to the emergency room, blood was everywhere. And I actually had a retreat that I was headed to the next day, and but when I was examined at the emergency room, they saw their fetus, and so I was optimistic then. But when I came for the ultrasound the next week, they identified that I had miscarried, and so it was the same day that I was closing on my home, and so it was a happy day. But then to learn that I miscarried, it was so many mixed emotions, but I immediately went from closing to moving in and decorating, and so I stayed so busy and I threw myself into work, and I didn't grieve properly. I don't know if I did, but this time it's like so much time on my hands, so it's really been rough. My doctors has suggested that I see a counselor, and I believe in counseling, so I don't have a problem with that. So I am scheduling myself to see a counselor. I still have faith, but when you go through things, your faith is sometimes shaken. But I'm still standing on God's promise. And I know one day I'll be a mother. But for whatever reason, this is my cross that I have to bear. But I'll be okay.
Hey, what you watching?
A Different World. What you doing?
Nothing. Relaxing. How you feeling?
I'm okay. Better.
So what are your thought process about what's going on?
I don't know. I'm hopeful, but just I can't help but be discouraged. But I know it's gonna happen. It's just I don't understand why we have to go through this to get to the end result. You know, when some people have it so easy.
I mean, but you heard what the doctor said. He's more confident than we are. It's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we got 2 more eggs. You gotta keep it positive. I mean, this is not just a week-long journey. This has been years. But we've held in there, so we're near the finish line. We know it's coming. We just gotta, we gotta be strong, right?
I guess just going into it, I didn't know it was gonna be years. I think it would be easier if we knew why, but the fact of it's unexplained, and I'm like, is it God telling me, hey, you don't need to carry or you might die, or is it?
I don't think God works like that. think God, he wants us to have babies, and I think it's coming. We just got to keep, this isn't the first time that our faith has been challenged, so, we got to keep pushing forward, right?
Yeah.
There's no doubt, is it? You don't have any doubts, do you?
I'd be lying if I said I didn't have any doubts.
Okay.
We have 2 more eggs. And now the decision is, do we do 1 or we do 2? If we do 2, then what? If we do 1, I have to go through this pain again. If it doesn't happen, then we're months into it down the road. It's just exhausting.
I know it's taxing, but you're not the first person to go through this, and I can't tell you how you should feel, but I know how I feel. I'm all on board with whatever you want to do. Agree?
Yeah.
I definitely think we need to take his advice on seeing the counselor, though. So I think we're at that point. You need to speak to someone that's going to guide you through this. Right? We're gonna have our child. There's no doubt we're gonna have our child.
Right.
We've just got to keep pushing forward.
I agree.
Man, can we watch something besides A Different World?
Nope. You just gotta watch it with me.